Welcome to Cooking with Hawk, a show where I go over good recipes that you can make at home, fairly simple, easy to do. Today I'm going to be going over a personal favorite of mine, one that I got to try when I was in California in the military, a California Burrito. I know a lot of Marines who are going to watch this are going to be really excited about it, but without any further ado, let's get to it. First, you'll want to start out with 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of flank steak. Once you have your flank steak, you're going to want to get a bowl, like this, to start making your marinade. You're going to start with check my notes, 2 tablespoons of oil. Now, set inside, make the marinade. One, 2. Next up, you'll need a 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce. Next up, you'll want a 1/4 cup of OJ. I would advise rinsing out and washing the measuring cup if you're using the same one. Just my personal preference. You don't have to, of course. You want 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Sorry, I have to look at my notes. There's 1. And 2. Next up, you're going to need a tablespoon of brown sugar. Next, you'll need a teaspoon of liquid smoke. Now, the thing to remember about using liquid smoke is a little of this goes a long way. That's why you don't want to put too much in it, depending on how much meat you're cooking, of course. Now, with that all added to the bowl, you want to whisk it all together. You want to get all that brown sugar mixed up in there and everything nicely mixed together. You don't need to do it too long, just enough to get it all good. In a much smaller bowl, now we're going to start mixing together the spice mixture that we're going to use. You're going to mix together 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Apologize, my video messed up momentarily after I already added the cayenne pepper. Next, same with the marinade, you're going to want to mix all of this together. Next, you want to take your flank steak, put it in a good sized bag. This here is a gallon Ziploc bag. Next, add your marinade in there. Next, you're going to add 3 tablespoons of the spice mixture to the marinade bag. There's 1, 2, and 3. Next, you're going to want to let the meat sit in your refrigerator for 4 to 12 hours. Maximum of 12 if you're running short on time, and you plan on this being the meal that your family eats tonight. 4 is okay, but no less than 4 hours it needs to sit in that marinated bag. After about 2 hours, you want to flip the bag over so the other half of the meat can sit in it as well, just in case. Sometimes it doesn't quite cover up the whole slab of meat. Our meat's done marinating now. What do? Well, you take a meat tenderizer and you pound it. You tenderize it into a thin, even sheet of meat. Just keep doing this until it's nice, thin. The ideal way to do this is to put saran wrap over it, but I'm out of saran wrap, so gotta make do. So now that you have tenderized your meat, you want to use the remaining spices to make a spice rub with it. Now let me show you how to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to take 2 tablespoons of olive oil and mix it in with spices. Just like this. 1, 2. Take a spoon, mix it all together. Like that. So once you have it all mixed together, rub the spices all over the meat. You want to get it all over everywhere. Just like that. Then repeat on the other side. Now that you got it all nice and tenderized, there's a few different ways you can go about cooking it. You can put it on the grill, which is the best way. If you're running short on time, you can put your oven on low broil, put it 8 inches away from the broiler, and put it on there for 6 to 8 minutes on each side. Alternatively, you can also use a cast iron skillet and take a tablespoon of oil, heat it in the cast iron skillet, and sear it on both sides, that kind of stuff. I'm running short on time, so I'm going to have to broil mine. But always remember, the meat wants to be an internal temperature of 145 degrees. Now that your meat's done cooking, you want to put a thing of french fries in the oven at 4, depending on what the bag of french fries says. Now, to build the California Burrito, just take some pieces of meat right there, take some french fries, lay them on, like that. Now, here's where you can get creative. Depending on what you like in your burrito, you can add, pico de gallo, salsa, jalapenos, sour cream, hot sauce, cheese, whatever you want, you can add on there. That's what makes California Burrito so great. Now, if you want a nice golden brown color in your burrito, you got to lightly coat a frying pan with olive oil. Put the burrito on there and let it get brown. And as it gets golden brown on one side, start turning over. You can see how the burrito's coming apart. And that's how you make California Burrito. Thank you for coming to my channel, Cooking with Hawk. If you like what you saw, please leave a like and a comment below. If you have anything else that you'd like to learn how to make, please also leave a comment below letting me know, and I'll do the best I can. Thank you for coming to my channel. The ingredients I used for the marinade are 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1/4 cup soy sauce, 1/4 cup orange juice, 2 tablespoons lime juice, 1 tablespoon brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. The ingredients I used for the spice mix are 1 tablespoon ground cumin, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 2 teaspoons smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon chili powder, and 1 teaspoon onion powder, half a teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. For the burrito, I used a burrito-sized tortilla, French fries, cheese. This is where it gets optional. Cheese is also optional, but you can use jalapenos, pico de gallo, salsa, really anything you want on a burrito, on this burrito. But thank you again for coming to watch my channel.